With a family of 6, our recycling bin is always full of empty boxes. So I figured this year I'd put all those empty boxes to use and build a little gingerbread village to go here above my gingerbread garland. Now, normally I don't measure things. I'm an eyeballer through and through. But for this project specifically, I needed it to fit in that space. So it was important that I had the exact measurement of how big that space was. Then using that stack of boxes that I cut out and a white paint pen, I went to town. As you can see, the lines are not perfect. It's not exactly symmetrical, but it was kind of therapeutic sitting there and drawing all those different gingerbread houses. And I didn't sketch them out first. I just went for it with the white paint pen. And because I was using so many different types of boxes, the houses were all different sizes, shapes, and even shades of brown, which I personally think adds a little bit of character. And while this project isn't super difficult, it definitely was kind of time consuming. I will definitely be keeping this gingerbread village for years to come. And if you're feeling stuck on what to draw on your gingerbread houses, more is always better. And you can Google gingerbread houses for some inspo. Next up, I needed to line them out and see exactly which ones would overlap and fit within the space I had, because I am making 2 different villages, one for each side of my door. Once I knew it would fit in the measured out space, I wanted to make them look a little 3-dimensional. So I cut out some strips of this thicker cardboard. And then as I was assembling the houses, this is what I put in between them just to give it a little bit of dimension. That way it didn't look so flat up against the wall. So I just hot glued those little cardboard pieces on and then added the other part of the house to the top of it. And I did a variety of which ones went in front and which ones went in back. And like I said, I made one of these gingerbread villages for each side of my door. So here's one of the villages completely assembled. And while it's so cute as is, I wanted to spice it up a little bit more. So I decided to add in a bunch of accessories. These are all things that I already had or found in my craft room. I added a combination of little banners and pom-poms and ribbons and bows. I even found this greenery that I put into the shape of a wreath. And as I was adding in the accessories, I tried to make them all different sizes just to help add in that dimension part of the project that we were talking about a little bit earlier. I did try to keep it all in the same color scheme though, so it would coordinate. So while none of the houses are an exact replica, they all match. And y'all, I am absolutely loving how it turned out. It's the perfect addition to my little gingerbread garland. And if you're curious how to make those little gingerbread men, I have a tutorial on my page for that as well. Thanks so much for hanging out. And if you enjoyed this project, make sure to follow along, because this holiday season, I am all about making crafts that are super affordable, but also super cute.